Thank you very much for that nice introduction. That's a piece of investigative journalism, I guess, part of PapyrusClubs. First of all, my congratulations to Deccan Chronicle and Netlink Technologies for this initiative. A very appropriate initiative. Something that is really exemplary because it's aimed at a different section of the populace, which is the students, the young adults, teenagers, the school-going children, which is which is a difficult set of people. You know, addressing school students and college students in itself is a challenge. What I'm about to say is something that you already know. You've decided you already know, and if you don't know it, it's not relevant, right? That's the approach, that's the mindset of the people that we are approaching. And that's an important thing that all of you must understand and ensure, that self-regulation in publishing is extremely important. It's true in the real world. In the real world also, journalists or the media, if there is any attempt to control, they revolt. Because the freedom, the independence is the most important thing in order to bring the truth out. It's exactly the same way that it should be in your campus, in your respective publications, in the Papyrus Club. Now, why is it important to publish? The fundamental thing that we expect in students is the ability to think, ability to challenge status quo, ability to do something that is different. That leads to the ability to communicate. Whatever you try and do, you want to communicate it, you want to share it with others. If you do not have the ability or the means to communicate, all the ideas, all the thoughts, if it stays buried in you, that's not good. You get frustrated. So here is a phenomenal mechanism that is available for you to express. It's not about language, it's not about whether you publish an article that is grammatically right or not, is much less important compared to the actual content. If you have an idea, you want to share it, here is a mechanism that's available. The ability to create ideas, the ability to think is the most important thing. As long as you are able to think, it rejuvenates your thinking process and think in different directions. You know, not necessarily be guided by what you are taught, but explore other areas and communicate your thoughts, your opinions, etc. using this medium. It will flourish, you will get feedback, and you will become a more mature individual. So it's the thought process that activities like this are expected to kindle. And finally, talk about innovation. This idea itself is very, very innovative. Innovation happens if there is diversity, divergent views, different sets of people coming together and either talking about, sharing something, writing about a topic. There is a healthy discussion and new ideas come out of that. What better place than a school or college to promote diversity, people from different backgrounds, from affluent families, from not so affluent families, rural areas, urban areas, etc., etc. That kind of a diversity is extremely important to build or bridge that knowledge gap. It's no longer about money or material. You know, gone are the days when people are talking about bridging the gap between the haves and the have-nots. Today it's bridging the gap between the knows and the know-nots, the people who know and the people who don't know. If you know, you have access to wealth. And that kind of an innovative environment is something that shared sites like this can create. And the big advantage that all of you have is age is on your side. You think of any innovation, any major innovation in the last 20 years, it's all been created by people before they reach the age of 30. Starting from Bill Gates, the most quoted person, to Google's Page and Brin, and to so many other luminaries. All that innovation happened when they were young, And all that innovation happened, the idea, the original point was when they were in school or in college. It is a dream, it's an idea that they pursue from the school days. Some were so passionate about their idea that they even dropped out of school in order to pursue that idea, whereas others remained part of the system but nurtured that idea over a period of time and made it big. And that's exactly what the youth of this country is expected to do. And here is a perfect vehicle for all of you to share, to innovate, to focus on education and to learn. We once again congratulate Netlink and Deccan Chronicle for this initiative and wish you all the very best.